Intro. Hey, guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. You're on the Game One Sports Talk Show with your host, GDUB from Austin, Texas. What's going on, everybody?
Not much, man.
You feeling any better?
No, not really.
And Uber is still not working.
It's still not working?
Nope.
Oh, my God.
But let's get into it anyhow. Oh, excuse me. First thing we're going to take a look at tonight is the college games we got coming up for this week.
You want to start there? Or do you want to start the games this past?
Yeah, let's start with the college first and work our way up.
Okay. All right.
First game we got, it's number 2, Ohio State versus
Northwestern?
Yeah, Northwestern, and that's going to be in Illinois. I don't see Ohio State losing to North Illinois.
No, not Northwestern. No. Mm-mm.
No, I don't see it happening. No way.
They're-
Ohio State
gonna run away.
Yeah, it's going to be a blowout.
Yeah.
Next game we got is number 2, Tennessee at number 1, Georgia.
Yes.
That's gonna be in Georgia. That's gonna be a high scoring game.
It's gonna be I feel like it's gonna be a little bit of both, like an offensive and defensive game. It's gonna be kind of like a shootout, but it will come down to like probably 1 or 2 possessions.
Exactly. Hello there, Mr. Lou.
I'm here, Joe. I made it.
Yeah, we're just sitting here going over the games for this coming week in college. First one we had is Ohio State at Northwestern.
It's a breeze. Come on.
Ohio State's going to walk away with that one hands down.
Come on. Game will be over by the first quarter.
No.
First 2 minutes.
And not even through the whole first quarter.
I know, right?
This game is called because Northwestern sucks.
5 minutes.
Hey,
Final score with 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Ohio State 122. Northwestern 0.
that's probably the way it's going to be.
Yeah.
Pretty much. That's all it's going to come down to.
Yeah.
It's going to be another Kansas State and Oklahoma State game.
Oh my God, that was a massacre.
Yeah.
Next game we got, Lou, is Georgia at Tennessee.
Oh, now that's a tough one. That is a tough one. That's going to be the game of the week, maybe even the game of the year.
Yeah.
You really got to think about this one. They're two great teams. Both have good offensive defenses. But I'm going to have to go with Georgia by a very, very slight margin. This is not going to be a rolling game. This is going to be a dogfight all the way.
Yeah,
No question.
I'm going to have to go with Georgia, too, because it's going to be in Georgia.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with Tennessee here.
I thought somebody would.
Here's my reason.
Either way, you can't lose because both teams are going to come out and play hard.
Oh yeah.
Even if Tennessee loses, they're not going to drop the rankings.
No.
I'm talking about the college football playoff rankings too, so they're not going to drop.
Right.
No way. The next game we got is Oregon at Colorado.
That's another good. That's a good rivalry game too.
And it's
Or-
going to be
Oregon.
in Boulder.
Yeah. Oh, I was still gonna go to Oregon.
Oregon is going to smack them around badly.
I wouldn't go that far.
And this game right here is my upset pick of the week.
Is that
Number 6, Bama.
the answer?
At number 15,
Yep.
LSU. And that's going to be in Baton Rouge.
That's gonna be. I think it's gonna be an upset. I don't think Alabama's gonna have it. An easy time with LSU over there. They're enemy territory. I think LSU's got something here. Bama doesn't look the same that they have in the past few years. I think their dominance is fading.
Yeah, I think
Hey,
so
Nick.
too. So
Hey, Nick Saban, what are you doing wrong?
yeah, right. So I'm going to go with the LSU on this one.
Yeah, I'm going LSU. Alabama's just dog crap this year.
And now here comes the
Yeah.
game that's close to lose heart. And you know which one I'm
Rutgers?
talking? Yeah, number
Rutgers?
4, Michigan at Rutgers.
Forget it.
Rutgers gonna lose.
I think
Michigan,
they're gonna cancel the game by tomorrow.
Michigan's going to come in and
Sorry, we're not. Sorry, we refuse to show up. We're out of here. We're going back to Jersey. We're not playing.
Matter of fact, that game's in New Jersey.
That makes it even worse.
And then we got number 10, UCLA at Arizona State.
UCLA
Bruins.
Bruins.
And that's going to be in Tempe.
Bruins.
Still Bruins.
Number 5, Clemson at Notre Dame. That's going to be in Notre Dame's home turf.
Upset.
Yeah,
Notre Dame.
I don't know. I think it'll be a close game, but I think Clemson has it.
Notre Dame has been looking a lot better than when they first started the season. So
That's true.
I beat them.
Now here comes another game that's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Texas Tech
This weren't shown over.
at TCU in Fort Worth.
Ooh.
7 o'clock, we'll be having Math 101.
I'm gonna go with TCU.
TCU.
Yeah.
I am too, because TCU is just playing too great.
By the way, just inform me that the Rutgers games we cancel on a lack of. We're gonna be horrible, so we're not gonna play.
Just come out and throw the white flag. Like, okay, we surrender. It's over.
We surrender.
Y'all win by default.
TCU, but TCU has looked too good this year to lose this game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And then we got my Horns at number 13, Kansas State in Manhattan.
I'm going Longhorn still. I'm hook 'em all the way. I mean, we may lose, but guess what? I'm still burnt orange all the way.
In order for us to make the Big 12,
I'm right now.
in order for us to make the Big 12 championship game,
7 o'clock.
Kansas State.
we have to win out.
I gotta go Kansas State here.
But we still after we come back off the bye, we play Kansas State. Then after Kansas State, we got TCU. But the TCU game is here in Austin.
Aha.
So that could be,
So Texas could pull off the upset.
yeah.
They could. I don't know if they will.
Well, then again,
At home, they probably will. I mean,
it
they play
depends.
good at home.
It depends on what team shows up for that TCU game.
You're
Right.
And then the next game, we got Cal at USC.
Trojans.
Yeah, Trojans.
Yeah, and that game's going to be in California.
All the more reason.
And then
No, that one's at the Rose Bowl. Yeah.
Ooh.
Adam,
Good evening, gentlemen.
top 10 rankings, we got Georgia, Tennessee, and Ohio State, Michigan, Clemson, Bama, TCU, Oregon, USC, and UCLA.
Right.
And then we're going to look at the upset games of last week.
Yes.
First game, upset game of last week was Missouri. Mizzou 23 over South Carolina 10.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That game wasn't even close.
No.
Nope. Mm-mm.
And then we had UCF 25, number 20, Cincy 21.
And that one.
Yes.
That game came down to defense.
Defensive game.
Mm-hmm.
Then the next one we had, this one here wasn't even a game. I mean, Syracuse looked like they were a bunch of high school kids.
Yeah. If that.
41-24.
They started out red hot, and then the last weeks they just sputtered out.
Yeah.
Right here, I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this happened. I'm still scratching my head on this one. Louisville 48. Wake Forest 21.
8 turnovers.
8 turnovers.
Dang, that was a shocker.
It's a better basketball matchup anyway.
And then
It is. It's a better basketball matchup.
Yeah.
Then the big upset game of the week. And this other team shouldn't even have shown up. They should have just came out through the white flag and say, look, we surrender. You win by default.
Yeah.
Save ourselves the embarrassment. Let's get it over with. And that was Kansas State over Oklahoma State, 49-0.
Oh.
That was ugly early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was over at halftime.
Yeah.
Yep.
In fact, some areas decide not to show the rest of the game. We are not showing the rest of the game because we are bored of our minds here. So we'll switch to an infomercial about a vacuum cleaner. Okay.
Right. Then the top 10 games, we had number 1 Georgia.
Yep.
Upset in Florida.
Not really an upset.
Not an upset.
42-20.
Yeah.
Number 2 Ohio State took care of Penn State. So Penn State wasn't too happy in Happy Valley.
Neither was I.
44-31.
Told you.
TCU took care of West Virginia 41-31.
Yeah.
Michigan finally took care of Michigan State.
Yep.
Yep. Unfortunately, the aftermath of the game turned to be even worse.
And I got to say congratulations to the Wolverine fans. Y'all finally got y'all's revenge on y'all's in-state rival.
Yes, but Michigan State did not take that loss very lightly. Did they?
They didn't handle it very well, no.
No. It's a shame. I know they hate each other. I know they're rivals and they hate each other on the field, but off the field, it seems like they're even worse.
Yeah.
Then we had number 3 Tennessee at number 19 Kentucky. That was 44-6.
Once again, better basketball matchup. Better basketball matchup.
That was a
For
pound.
Kentucky, at least.
Then we had number 9 Oregon at Cal, which was 42-24.
Yeah.
The number 10 USC at Arizona, that turned out to be 45-37.
Not bad.
That's a close one.
Too close. And now, week 8 in the NFL. Who watched this boring game Thursday night?
Not me.
The Bucks and the Ravens.
Me? News fest.
That was another snooze fest.
Yeah.
Tom Brady being Tom Brady. I mean,
Bucks 22, Ravens 27. But Bucks are at a 3-5 start.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who'd have thought? I mean, last year you were at the NFC Championship. You thought you were going to be on your way to the Super Bowl, and this year you have just fizzled right out. What happened?
Well, for one, I think a lot of it had to do with the Tom Brady and Giselle divorce.
Well,
No.
you're showing your personal life and affect the game.
That's
Because I have
true.
no.
That's true. Then we had this boring game.
I
in
think you know what.
England.
Honestly, I think that dealt with coaching. Todd Bowles is not a good head coach.
No, he's not.
No.
He's horrible.
Then
Great coordinator.
He's a bum.
My point taken. Like some people are better as coordinators than head coaches.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
you know, then we had this boring game in England.
Oh yeah.
Denver and Jacksonville. Yeah.
I did not see Denver pulling off the win.
Nope.
Jacksonville is falling apart.
I agree. The Jaguars are something's going on with the Jaguars, and the only thing I can think of is like James was saying, coaching.
And Trevor Lawrence ain't it though.
No, he's
Nope.
not.
Nope.
No, Lawrence does not fit the Jacksonville scheme.
I don't think he fits the NFL.
Actually, I think he does because remember,
Oh.
remember Peyton Manning. He didn't do so well his first couple of years. Then look at him now. I mean, look at what he did throughout his career. I mean, you can't just judge a player based off of year one, year two.
Yeah, well, it was different back then in the NFL. They gave more of a chance. This time around, it's a whole different era though, the NFL, and they're not going to put up with that.
That's true.
I still think he probably needs another year, but I'll give him a chance. And if he doesn't do good by next year, I'll be like, yeah.
Send him to the USFL.
There you go. There you go.
Or the XFL. Or the
Yeah.
I sent him to the Canadian League.
Oh yeah.
Don't Tebow him, or not Tebow, but what's his name? John
Louis.
Bell.
Menzel.
Menzel.
Oh my god.
I don't think he's that bad.
What a loser.
The Sunday game, we had the Falcons and the Panthers.
What a
37
game.
in overtime.
Yeah.
Now, if it wouldn't have been for DJ Moore doing this little temper tantrum, overtime they wouldn't have needed overtime.
No.
You should never take off your helmet unless you necessarily need to.
So why did he take off his helmet?
Celebration.
Celebrate.
There's some controversy behind that, but I think the refs didn't call that right because at first they said it was a penalty.
Mm-hmm.
Then they came back and said it wasn't because it was out of the field of play. But anytime you're on that field, okay, that you are on the field of play.
Wait till you get to the sidelines.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But even if you're out of the end zone, you're still on the field of play.
So he cost his team a chance to win.
He sure did.
Well, kind of, but not really.
Yeah.
And my Cowboys, we did pretty good without Zeke there.
First 4 drives for touchdowns.
Tony Pollard, a 3-touchdown game.
Very well.
49-29.
Yeah.
So we're basically showing the NFL, look, we don't need Zeke to win games.
No, we don't.
We don't, but we do. I mean, Zeke is a better blocker, and he's a better punisher.
Okay.
Yeah, with Zeke, what I would do with Zeke is I would keep him for third, make him the third down back.
Yeah.
No, first and third. Yeah.
And then this game right here, I mean, the Lions had this game won. I mean, I cannot believe.
No, I didn't.
No, please.
But what's helping?
It's the Lions, for crying out loud.
What's helping the Dolphins right now?
You ain't lying.
Rebuilding since 57.
Oh boy.
Tua is looking good now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the 4 of us could torch the Lions secondary.
Yeah. And then Okay, this game right here. I have a question to ask y'all after we talk about this one. Vikings 34, Falcons 36.
What?
That
Falcons 34, Lions 36. What?
What?
Yeah.
Vikings 30.
Oh, did I
The
get the
Vikings-
score wrong
Cardinals.
on that one?
That was the Cardinals that scored 20.
Cardinals. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the Falcons down. I meant Cardinals.
Okay. I was like
Okay.
super confused.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the Vikings and the Falcons.
Yeah.
I mean Cardinals.
But yeah, Vikings, Cardinals, yes.
Question is Cousins done as a QB?
Well, I don't know.
Mm,
What are you talking about?
I don't know about that.
I don't think he is. I think he's still got some good.
Well, he's got a year, 2 years left on his contract. Yeah. I mean,
Right. Yes.
what are you talking about?
Yeah, so that's just a question. That's just something I wanted to get y'all.
I don't understand the question.
Well,
The reason why I said that is because
Richard's not here, but Richard did bring that up. Like, he's not sure how much longer he's actually going to be in Minnesota.
Right.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Cousins done in Minnesota.
Well, if you're playing like this, no.
Right.
I mean, you ride it until the wheels fall off. I mean,
Yeah.
the problem with Kirk Cousins is another one of those who's better guys.
And
Who's better than Kirk?
And they just added another weapon to that team too.
Yes.
And then then we had the Saints and the Raiders. This game right here. The Raiders shouldn't even have showed up for this game. They should have just stayed in the locker room.
Yeah.
27-0.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that close either.
No.
I feel so sorry for your Jets.
You can say that again. Well, think of this week. It's going to be even worse. I mean, we're going to play the Bills. That's going to be even worse.
Let's bow our heads in prayer. Let's bow our heads and say a prayer for the Jets.
Thank you.
They're going to need all the help they can get.
Hey, you bet against the Jets.
Yeah.
Lou, I still cannot believe you went against the Jets in your picks.
I had to. There's no way we can beat Buffalo.
That was 22-17. Patriots won that one. Now, here is the game that it looked good from the start. Then the Eagles just ran away with it.
Yep.
34-13. Then Tennessee and the Texans.
What a bad game.
That was a close game. It was.
Yes.
Divisional matchup. Those are always close.
But Houston is off to a poor start. Really, they are.
Mm-hmm.
They're 1-5-5.
Mm.
1-5.
Yeah.
1-5-1.
So that's not a good start for Houston.
Nope, Houston, you got a problem for sure.
Exactly, Houston, we have a problem,
and it's only getting worse.
Houston's got
a problem.
And here's the game that I watched from the start, and I mean both teams played their best.
Yes.
Washington and Indianapolis.
Yes.
It came down to 1 point difference.
13-15.
That's Sam's first start in the NFL, but he didn't look bad.
No.
Who was that?
Ellinger.
Oh, Ellinger. Yeah.
Yeah. Sammy.
He didn't look bad at first. not look bad for his first NFL start. He's got some rookie rust to get through. But all quarterbacks when they come into the first year in the NFL has got that rookie rust they need to knock off.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, let's see how it goes. Now, how many of y'all watched the 49ers and the Rams?
I saw
We didn't have that.
Now, what do y'all think about CMC?
He looked good.
I think it's a great pick.
Yeah.
He hit
One touchdown pass, one receiving pass for the trifecta.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I like the pickup. I like both. I thought it was a great. I thought both teams did well in the trade.
Yeah, both teams did pretty good. The 49ers got what they needed. They needed somebody there to help Debo. And I think that's CMC. I think he's really going to help Debo out. And this game right here, this game shocked me. Really, it did.
Yes,
Seattle and the Giants.
Oh, yeah.
I knew that was going to happen.
I wish you had told me.
I can.
Yeah.
I did not see the Giants losing to Seattle.
Had the picks.
And the Packers and the Bills. Now tell me if I got the score right in this one. Packers 27, Bills 17.
No.
No.
Bill
Other way around.
7, Packers 17.
Yes.
Okay, so it was Packers 17, Bills 27.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right scores, but reverse order.
Reverse.
Now, here's a question for y'all. Think about this for a second.
Yeah.
Will Aaron be in Green Bay next season?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
He's won out for the last few years anyway, and age is starting to show up. Injuries are piling up with him. I think he's done in Green Bay. I don't see him coming back.
I don't see him coming back neither, but that's
Thank you.
we can
No one else is going to want that massive contract.
No, he
that's another thing too. Teams are going to look at too is Aaron's big contract.
Yeah.
Anybody that's close that needs a quarterback. The problem is Aaron Rodgers is 38 years old.
Which in football years is what, 60?
At least.
Right.
And the fact that he's got that fat contract, I'm not doing a deal to get Green Bay a new young stud quarterback.
We're good.
Because they're going to want a first, a second, and probably somebody off that defense. So,
to be honest with you, Aaron Rodgers is not worth the first and second round pick.
Nope. You're not.
I mean,
nope.
Yes and no.
If at anything, he's worth maybe a fourth or fifth round pick.
No, that's disrespectful. He's at worst. He's at least worth at least a second.
Second or third, then.
I would say he's a late first rounder, but the thing about it is that anybody that would be willing to part with a first rounder isn't close enough to get Aaron Rodgers a second Super Bowl ring.
Right. Only has one.
Monday night, this was another surprising game for me.
Yes.
The Browns beating the Bengals.
No, beat the brakes off the Bengals.
We sure did.
Horrible.
But I think what hurt the Bengals was they didn't have Chase.
That's true.
Yeah, definitely.
Jamar Chase.
I think if they had Chase, it would have been a different game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or to put it this way, it was just another manic Monday. Oh,
There
okay.
you go.
I couldn't resist. Remember, I was an '80s. I was an '80s. I grew up in the '80s. So
And
yeah,
how
you know.
many of y'all? How many of y'all heard of this about this trade? The Bears are sending Roquan Smith to the Ravens.
I heard. I don't like it.
Okay, why is that, Lou?
I mean, for one thing, the Raiders aren't even that good either. I mean, you're going to trade for one losing team to another.
Ravens.
The Ravens.
Baltimore.
Ravens. I know. I said Ravens.
Okay.
I said Ravens. I know you thought I said Raiders, but excuse my Jersey accent, of course. But
And now here's what Chicago gets from the Ravens.
a headache.
They get a 2023 second and fifth round pick, and plus they get AJ Klein.
I like that.
And now, the draft order has already came out.
My word.
So we're going to start with the first 9 teams, and we're going to do this over several weeks. We're going to look at each team.
Okay.
Because we got 32 teams, and if we try to do it all at one,
No. It would take too long, and we'd probably be off the air anyway. Okay.
right? Number 1 is the Detroit Lions.
Uh-huh.
Their biggest need is a quarterback,
No kidding.
No.
a defensive back, and a defensive line.
That they need to, but they especially need a quarterback because their quarterbacks aren't doing anything. What else is new though?
True. Number 2 is the Houston Texans.
Another one.
They need a quarterback, wide receiver, and edge rusher.
They definitely need an edge rusher and a wide receiver.
Number 3 is the Carolina Panthers. Now, you remember the Panthers fired their head coach.
Yes.
Going into the draft, here's what they need: a quarterback, wide receiver, and a defensive line.
Want to bring back Cam Newton? No, maybe not.
Lou, I'm going to pretend like you didn't even say that.
Sorry. I'll withdraw the question. Sorry, Steve.
Then that was number 3 is Carolina Panthers. Number 4 is the Jacksonville Jaguars. They need a defensive line, a wide receiver, and a tight end. Number 5. Do what, Adam?
I was going to say, now they need a running back, too.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, they do.
Number 5 is the Steelers. They need an offensive tackle.
Oh yeah.
Wide receiver. Quarterback.
Yes.
Quarterback and a defensive line.
They definitely need a quarterback though. As well.
I'm not ready to give up on Kenny Pickett yet.
Yeah, they need something better.
No, cornerback.
Cornerback?
Oh, cornerback. Oh, okay.
The Raiders, they need a offensive tackle, an edge, and a D-line.
Definitely a defense.
Now, number 7 is the pick from the Broncos, but they didn't say what the Seahawks.
Where did that end at? Okay.
But if I hear of anything, I make sure I pass it on.
Of course.
I'll let y'all know. Number 8 is from the Saints. Eagles. It's from the Saints, and they didn't say what the Eagles or the Saints need.
I would say the Saints. I don't know, what do they? A quarterback maybe. And then the Eagles. They just need to not get any better.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't really see what the Eagles are just. It's just loading up.
The Eagles. I say they need. They need to get a backup quarterback.
Yes.
Backup quarterback is backup quarterback is the hardest position in football.
I know, but they need to find somebody that can back her stuff.
It's the most unenviable position in sports is backup quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're good, then everybody wants you to go somewhere and start, and if you're not good, nobody wants you to play.
Exactly. Number 9,
So
we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Uh, Now, with Brady saying this is his last year, the one
saying
thing
it's not his last year.
Mm-hmm.
is a quarterback. They're going to have to get a quarterback.
Yes.
They're going to have to get a defensive back
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
in a defensive line.
Well,
Right. Mm-hmm.
And that's the first 9 for this week.
I think there's a lot of things that are pretty universal that everybody needs all the time.
That's true. I will agree with you, Adam. There's this team's always making deals.
And it's just the fact it's the thing that when you have something, you can never have too much of it.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
If
now
you have a great offensive line, you can never have too much offensive line.
that's true. Now we're going to look at some of the trades that happened.
Some good deals this year.
Yes.
And we're going to see, and I'm going to go to y'all. And after I go through some of this, I want to see. I'm going to get y'all's picks on who was winners and who was losers in this year's trade deal.
Okay.
Steelers are trading Chase Claypool to the Bears for a 2023 second round pick.
Both losers.
Losers.
The Niners is trading Jeff Wilson to the Dolphins for a 5th round pick.
That's a winner.
Huh. Okay, I agree with the first 2. Washington trading William Jackson III to the Steelers.
Mm. Both are a mismatch this year, so I think they'll be a loser.
Lions trading tight end TJ
Hawkinson.
Hawkinson.
to the Vikings for draft picks. They didn't say if it's a 1st round pick, 2nd round pick, 3rd round pick. That is the draft picks.
Right.
I think it's 2nd and a 3rd, if I remember right.
Mm-hmm.
Now this one right here.
Whoa.
This has to be the most stupidest, idiotical thing I've ever seen a team do.
How stupid is it?
It's so stupid.
This right here, Jags, y'all get the Bonehead of the Week award for this one.
Okay.
How in the world are you going to pick up a suspended player?
Exactly.
I don't hate it though. What did they trade? A 5th round pick?
They didn't say.
I think it was like a 5th or 6th round pick. I mean, that's value though. That's value. I mean, you're not going to get a Calvin Ridley type player in the 5th round.
No.
That's value. I mean, I know it's building towards the future though. You know, think about it. The fact they're not going to win right now, right?
But here's my thing on this though, Adam. Okay, Ridley is suspended
for now,
and that's giving players the notion like, oh, if I get suspended, I can still be traded.
Why not? I mean, the goal is not to get suspended. We know what he did wrong. We know how to not do what he did wrong, and so, I mean, it's not like he's not going to get to play until next year. And I'm not really sure. I like the move on both teams' part. Like it gets really out of Atlanta. Atlanta gets a pick, and Jacksonville. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you going to be able to find a Calvin Ridley type that late in the draft? I like it.
That's okay. Now, here is something else that I thought was interesting. The Bills swap running backs in a trade with the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The Bills receive running back Hines.
Right.
The Colts get Zach Moss and a 2023 conditional 5th round pick.
which could become a third, right? What I heard.
Yeah, it possibly could become a third.
I like it. Again, I think that winning and losing isn't necessarily a big deal. I think it's filling needs. I like Hines on the Bills. I think he's a good fit in Buffalo. And I think this was the final year of his contract, so he was slated to leave Indy anyway, so you get value for him.
And now this one right here, they said that Broncos straight for a pass rusher, but didn't give a name.
And they traded Chubb to Miami.
I guess this is a deal with the Broncos, because what they said is Denver gets defensive end Jacob Martin.
I didn't hear about that one.
And the Jets, they get a 2024 fifth round pick for whatever deal they got. It doesn't say what or anything.
Was that part of the Robinson deal?
I think so.
Yeah.
Atlanta gets a 2023 conditional fifth round pick and a 2024 conditional second round pick. Chubbs is heading to South Beach.
Yeah.
Yes.
Miami gets Chubbs and a 2025 fifth round pick.
That's
I
Brad.
love picks.
Denver gets Chase Edmonds.
Okay.
And a 2023 first round pick and a 2024 fourth round pick.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. We all know that Steelers are getting William Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Now Washington, for this deal, they get a 2025 conditional seventh round pick. That's what it said on the app. So
Yes.
I don't know, what's going on. But Chicago gets Chase Claypool. The Steelers get a 2023 second round pick. So out of those teams, who do y'all think is the winners and losers in that one?
Well, you know the reason why they went out and got Claypool, right?
Yeah.
It's to screw the Packers.
Right.
That's the only reason they.
That's right, because Claypool used to play for the Packers.
No, it was Claypool was on his way to Green Bay. They had all but signed the deal, and at the 11th hour, the Bears swooped in and scooped him up.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. Okay,
Yep. Sniped him out from under him.
Now, this is the first college football playoff rankings from November the 1st.
Yes.
Number 1 is Tennessee. Number 2 is Ohio State. 3 is Georgia. 4 is Clemson. 5 is Michigan. 6 is Bama. 7 is TCU. Oregon is 8. USC is 9. LSU is 10. That's your top 10.
Why is Georgia ranked lower than Tennessee?
Don't know. We'll find out on Saturday.
Yeah, we will.
Yes.
Then we got Ole Miss at 11, UCLA at 12, K-State at 13, Utah at 14, Penn State 15, Illinois 16, North Carolina 17, Oklahoma State is 18, 19 is Tulane, 20 is Syracuse, 21 is Wake Forest, 22 is NC State. Number 23 is Oregon State. Number 24 is Texas. Yeah, we finally broke the top 25.
Yeah.
And then number 25 is UCF. So, if the college playoffs was to start right now, I would say Tennessee and Ohio State playing for the whole caboodle right now.
Oh yeah.
But then again, that
Yes.
when the next rankings come out, this thing could be jumbled up.
Oh, it will.
Oh, it's going
Good.
to more than once.
Right.
Georgia could be back on top in the rankings.
And they should, especially if they win this week, they should be at number one. I don't know why they're at number one.
Our Ohio State could be at number one.
It's possible.
No, Georgia will be number one. If Georgia wins this week, they'll be number one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless they win like 9-7.
Okay.
That's
Now
embarrassing.
we're going to go back to NFL here real quick. The reason why I rushed through these real quick because I didn't know if we were going to have time to get them all done, go through.
Right.
everything.
Right.
But now, since we got time, we can go back and look at these games,
Okay.
NFL games. Now, Lou, I'm going to go to you first. What was your best game of Week 8 and your worst game of Week 8?
Worst game of week 8, of course, was the Jets losing, which they shouldn't have. Best game? That's a tough one. I have to say the Cowboys.
Okay, I agree with that. Adam.
Worst game would be Cincinnati and Baltimore. Not Baltimore. Yeah, hold on just one second. There we go. Cincinnati and Cleveland. Best game was Atlanta and Carolina.
Ooh.
Really?
Oh, that was a great game. Excellent game.
Okay.
10 lead changes in the fourth quarter alone. Sign me up every week.
Gotta give you that.
James.
Yeah.
What was your best game of Week 8 and your worst game of Week 8?
The worst game had to have been that dang Saints game, and then the best it would probably be the Cowboy game. Yeah.
I would say my worst game of Week 8. Well, actually, I have two worst games of the week for Week 8.
2. Wow.
And that would be the Saints beating the Raiders and the Jets losing to the Patriots.
Oh, somebody agrees with me.
And my best game, people may say that I'm biased by saying this, but hey, y'all know where my true love is at in the NFL. It's the Cowboys. So my best game of the week was the Cowboy game.
Yes.
The Bears tried. I'm not going to sit there and take anything away from the Bears because they tried. I mean, they tried.
They did.
I mean, they just didn't roll over and play dead.
Well, they're not a dog.
They kept us on our toes. Give Justin Fields 2 more years, and I think he's going to be something in the NFL. Honestly, I do. Now, what college game stands out to y'all that was the best?
Yeah.
Honestly.
Lou's like, I got to think on this one.
Yeah, sorry. I guess I'll go first. The best game of the week was finally getting the job done.
Yeah, I agree on that one.
Yeah.
We've struggled with that team the last couple of years in games that we shouldn't have lost to them.
Right.
And finally getting that monkey off our back. And it's a long road to Columbus, and we can't get too looking forward to Columbus because we still got 3 tough teams to play, and
Right.
Rutgers.
Thank you.
But no, in all honesty, if we worry about Illinois, if we're more focused on Illinois, you get beat. So
Yeah.
we can take care of business Saturday night.
You know,
College football is so hard to say a worst game because there are so many crap games.
Yeah.
you know, like my high school football coach used to tell us, one game at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
One
think about
snap
the
at a
game.
time.
Don't think about
Yes.
the game we got a week, 2 weeks from now. Think about the one that you're in now, that you're facing now.
Yeah.
Because if you think about the one that you're going to play later, you're going to get beat in this game.
You get gut.
You never overlook.
And we've been guilty of that at times.
And what was your worst game of the week there, Adam?
I don't. I'll give you one. I'll give you Oklahoma State.
Oh, definitely a worse game. Yeah.
That was like good old JR would say, that was a slobber knocker.
I mean, but a slobber knocker is is not just a one-sided ass whooping though.
Yeah.
Right.
Ben.
And that was just a flat. They came out. They fired up the grill. They got it nice and hot. They toasted them. They roasted them. They baked them.
And it was over before the first quarter was all done.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like that scene in The Sandlot. Give me a quick game, and I got to get home for lunch.
Right.
Right. And and my Texas Longhorns have to play Kansas State this week.
It's gonna be tough.
And
It's gonna be tough.
And like I was telling James and Lou, in order for Texas to win the Big 12, we got to win out.
Yes.
All right.
And we still got Kansas State, TCU, Kansas, and Baylor.
Right.
And Baylor, they don't scare me as bad as these other 3 teams do.
No.
No, I know, right?
Especially TCU.
Right.
TCU's
I think
just been rolling.
TCU gets upset this week.
TCU's just been rolling over everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they catch a letdown in against the Red Raiders this week.
Oh, you think Texas Tech is going to beat TCU?
I just got a feeling,
No.
Just got a feeling. It's one of them Saturdays where crazy things are happening.
I would love to see TCU get beat by Tech.
Look, I know I flubbed the Texas, the Tennessee, Kentucky. I thought Kentucky was gonna give him a game, but I mean they give him a game. It's a game of paddywhack there. Ooh, God, that was bad.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we gotta head to commercial break.
Right.
So we'll be right back.
After these messages.
Oh boy.
What's up, everybody out in the sports world? This is K Dick, and I'm coming to you from In the Zone Sports Talk Radio Network, weekly schedule. Remember, when you call in, the number is 512-543-4662. I said again, 512-543-4662. On Sundays, we have an opening date, so if you'd like to come on and do a show on Sunday, we're here ready for you to go. On Mondays, from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, January to August, and from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time from September to January, because we want to make sure you guys get to watch that Monday Night Football. And that show is Just Us Sports Talk Radio Show with your host, K Dix, the host of the most, coming to you from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Also, my co-host is Dana Clark from St. Petersburg, Florida. On Tuesdays, we got Devin Gordy from Fort Defiance, Arizona, 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Pitch Sports Talk Show, talking some soccer. Wednesdays, we have from 8:30 to 9:30 Out of the Block with host Robert Lewis from Richmond, Virginia. Co-host is Donna Hainsworth out of Roanoke, Virginia. Also co-host Brett Shields from Orlando, Florida. Next up on Thursday, from 6 to 8, we got Game Winning Sports Show. Host Drew Wiskonowski from Austin, Texas. Co-host is Richard Tunney from Miami, Florida, South Beach. Also on Thursday, we got the Walker Report from 8 to 10. Host is Bradley Walker from Tampa, Florida. Co-host is Adam Mangold from Nashville, Tennessee. Friday, we open. Saturdays, we have from 5 to 7 p.m. Enhanced Sports Show. Host Louis Tenero, Roseland, New Jersey. Co-host he has Steve Davidson from Washington, D.C. Last but not least, on Sundays from 6 to 8, we got the DMV Sports Show. Host is Razoo McGee from Springfield, Virginia. He talking everything sports in the DMV. So check us out every day of the week that you can. Make sure you call us. Number is 512-543-4662. You guys have a great day. See you one day this week on the shows. Peace. What's up, everybody out in the sports world? This is
And we're back.
Okay.
Now, let's look at this week's NFL games and make our picks.
Sounds great.
Let me find my list here.
Yeah.
Now, that's pretty bad when you got to write everything down. Old age, man.
I don't think it's that bad.
No, it means you're prepared.
Yeah.
Okay, let me find.
That's what I do.
Let me find the list here. What's it at? Nope, that's not it. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get. Okay. Okay, I know. Okay, I know how to find it. Give me just a second, guys.
Yeah.
One.
Ha ha. Okay, I found it.
Excellent.
This week
Excellent.
we got some pretty tough games coming up on the schedule for the NFL games. I had to sit here and look at this I sat here and I looked at this and I looked at this and I'm like, should I just take a quarter out of my pocket and flip it and see what
If you want.
The hardest part is not knowing who the inactives are going to be until Sunday.
Right.
I know, and that's what makes it hard to pick.
That's why go ahead.
But let's get tonight. We got the Eagles and the Texans.
Sure.
I'm going Eagles.
Eagles.
Oh, Eagles. Lou bucking the trend and going with the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
James?
I'm going Eagles. I hope they lose. I hope they but I don't think
I hope they lose.
Yeah, smart money's on the Eagles.
Okay,
Right.
next game. First Sunday game. That's going to be the Chargers at Atlanta.
Chargers at Atlanta. I think I took a...
This one right here. This one right here at first, I had the Falcons, but I got to thinking about this.
Yeah.
The Chargers are getting everybody back.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And even though this game is going to be in Atlanta, I think the Chargers can pull it off.
Yeah. I like the Chargers too.
Dirty Birds.
Yeah, I got the Chargers.
Really?
I think the Chargers can pull this one off with no problem.
I really think they can. But I like Mariota. What Mariota's been doing has been very, very nice this year.
Yeah, but I'm still going with the Chargers though.
I'm still going with the Chargers, but I wouldn't sleep on Atlanta though.
No, I'm not. I wouldn't sleep on him in the NFL.
Next 12 o'clock game we got is Miami at Chicago.
Too easy.
Dolphins.
Dolphins. Too easy.
I'm going Dolphins on that one too, James.
Dolphins.
Never bet the Bears, right, Lou?
Never.
Next game, it's a 12 p.m. game also. It's Green Bay at Detroit.
You have to ask.
I'm going Packers on this one. I'm going Packers.
Packers.
Yeah.
In our group, we have somebody that went for the Lions. So, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, it's any given Sunday, though, you know?
Yeah.
And then the next 12 o'clock game, we got Indianapolis at New England.
New England Patriots.
Pats.
Them.
Yeah. I'm going Patriots too on that one. Because the Colts just ain't looking like the Colts right now.
They're not looking like the team I thought they'd be.
No.
Me neither.
Right.
They thought they were.
Especially with Matt Ryan getting benched, something is fishy.
We love the hook.
And it ain't
The problem is Matt Ryan is 37.
Yes.
Well, Brady and Rodgers are old too, but they're still. I mean, yeah. Okay, never mind. Never mind.
Well,
then the next 12 p.m. game we got is Buffalo and the Jets.
Yep. Buffalo.
Lou,
Bills.
Bills.
Since you're a Jets fan, I'm gonna give you this one first.
Bills.
I'm gonna go Bills. Adam.
Yeah, Buffalo.
James.
Bills.
Is it in Buffalo or is it in New York?
Doesn't matter.
It's in New York.
Doesn't matter. Oh, you mean New York? In Jersey or New York? Yeah.
Well, it's the same stadium that the Giants play in.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's one that should be a slobber knocker, like old JR would say. Minnesota at Washington.
That's easy. Minnesota.
Give me the Vikes.
I'm taking the Vikings. This next one right here was another struggle for me, but after I sat here and thought about this for a little bit, the Raiders ain't looking the best. They're not the team that I thought they. They're not the team that I thought they were going to be with Devontae Adams.
Mm-mm.
I thought they would really make some noise with Devontae Adams and Carr,
Yeah.
but they're not. I had the Raiders pick to win this game, but I want to change my pick to Jacksonville.
Jaguars.
I think I took the Jags as well. If I didn't switch it to the Jags for me, if you would.
Okay.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that, James?
Yeah, I have the Jags. Yeah, he already had the Jags.
Okay, I thought so.
Yeah. So
Can I put that down as a tie?
You could, you want.
It may have been a tie. Who knows?
the next one is the last 12 o'clock game for the evening, and that is no. Okay, I'm sorry. The Raiders in Jacksonville was the last 12 o'clock game. Now we're gonna get into our 3 p.m. games. Seattle at Arizona. This was another tough one for me, but I'm going to Seahawks.
Seattle.
Does anybody know is Kyler done playing Call of Duty? Can he come play football now? Give me Seattle.
Has he grown an inch or two? I mean,
2. Try 5.
5.
He's what, 5'7"? I'm 6'6". I'm playing the NFL.
Yeah.
Our next 3 p.m. game. This one right here. This was a toss-up. Rams and Bucks.
I got Tampa. I really think this is the battle of the surprising teams.
I got
Bucks.
I got to go with the Bucks too myself.
They need to get right, and they need to get right in a hurry.
I I don't see the Rams doing much this year after coming off that Super Bowl hangover.
Yeah, hangover. That's exactly what it
Which is
is.
exactly what it was.
I mean, I'll take, God, after rebuilding since '57, yeah, I'd take a Super Bowl hangover every year, man. Shit.
Hangovers.
Stringing up all these lights.
Then the next
Oh no.
Sunday game we got. This is our 8:20 game.
Ah.
Tennessee and Kansas City.
Oof. Chiefs.
And I'm taking the Chiefs on this one too, James.
Chiefs all the way.
Monday night game. This should be a pretty good game.
Who do we got?
Baltimore and New Orleans.
Oh, Ravens. Easy.
Ravens.
37-20.
Yeah.
Can we all agree Baltimore's gonna win this one?
Yes.
Yep.
I'm in agreement.
And that's not Adam. I'll be facing his in-laws. No. Oh. Thank you. I'm here all week.
But even though that game's gonna be in the Superdome, I still got to give it to the Ravens.
Yes.
Right. Who the hell? The Ravens added that line, that Saquon Smith, or Roquan Smith, whatever his name was.
Yep. Saquon.
And this is not Drew Brees' team anymore.
No.
Clearly. Hasn't been his team for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
But now, if Drew Brees was playing, I'd definitely give it to the Saints.
I don't know. Drew Brees is like 44 and 3 years out of football.
Yeah.
I'm talking about in Drew Brees' early years.
Well, yeah, I mean, but that was 2005.
But
I'm just giving you a hard time, Gerald. I'm just giving you a hard time.
But now,
no. If he hadn't retired, if he was still in game shape, I mean, I'd like this Saints team with Drew Brees a lot better than this Saints team with Andy Dalton or Jameis. Famous Jameis, the turnover machine.
Because this team is not the same without Drew Brees.
Yeah, well, and they're not the same without Sean Payton. Sean Payton was a wizard.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Sean Payton and Drew Brees made that team.
Yeah, definitely.
Those two made that team.
Oh, right. I mean, you look at Shula's Dolphins. Even whether it was Greasy in the 70s or Marino in the 80s. Yep. Every great coach. Whether you look at every great coach and look at who he's had as a quarterback, they've always had an all-time great quarterback.
And those two coaches, I'm glad you brought that up because those two coaches always found a way to win the big games.
Mm-hmm. Whether it was Landry or Lombardi, I mean, they had great quarterbacks. Yeah, they had good pieces, but they had great quarterbacks. Every great head coach has had a great quarterback. And not just a great quarterback, but a great quarterback for them. Like, I don't think if Terry Bradshaw comes to mind, if Terry Bradshaw had been anywhere but Pittsburgh, he doesn't make it.
Same thing with Jimmy Johnson. Look who he had on the team. He had Aikman, Smith,
right,
and Irving.
Right. And that great defense.
And Jimmy Johnson knew how to win the big games when it came down.
Push came to shove. And Barry Switzer backed into a Super Bowl. So I mean, there's that.
So big deal when they went 1-15 first year under Jimmy. Big deal. Jimmy had to build the team.
He had a plan, though. I see so many guys. Like let's talk about Dan Campbell for a hot second, if we may. I didn't want him in the first place. I'll be the first one to say I didn't want him in the first place. I wanted the guy, Robert Slay, there in
right
in the Jets with the Jets. That's the guy that I wanted from the first off. And what I've seen with Dan Campbell is he has no clue what he's doing. That's my biggest issue is that I don't see improvement week to week. They if you look at the early '90s Cowboys, right? Even that 1-15 team, you could see where, well, if they had a piece here and a piece there, we'll plug in and we get Aikman, we get Emmett, we get Irvin, and we see the team, that offensive line runs into shape. I just don't see that with the Lions and Dan Campbell. I don't see Dan Campbell going, well, if we get a quarterback, we get a receiver, we get a running back, we're set. Of
And
course,
also,
you got to be.
And also, we had Jay Novacek too, the best
Yeah.
tight end the Cowboys ever had before Jason Witten came on.
And then you had that offensive line with Larry Allen and
Leon Lamb.
Stepnoski and Nate Newton and
that was who I was trying to come up with. Nate Newton, yeah,
Mark Tuane.
And Leon
and
Lamb.
Daryl Johnson at fullback.
Yeah.
I mean, it's never just one guy. It's a collection of guys, right? It's complementary football. That's what that's.
Oh, go ahead, Adam. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I was just gonna say it's complementary football. The offensive line doing their job, the running back picking the right hole, the wide receivers running the right route, the quarterback finding the open man, and there's just no consistency in Detroit. There's no coherency in Detroit, and and that's what, and it's been that way for 50 years.
Exactly.
We're rebuilding since 57. I mean,
exactly.
Yeah.
I gotta stop talking, or I'm gonna start using inappropriate language.
Uh-oh.
And the situation in Dallas right now. Okay, I'm going to say this. I've been saying this,
right.
and I know Lou and James will agree with me on this. The problem is Jerry Jones.
No, really? What a shock!
I would have said that 10 years ago, but
because look at this, the Cowboys had the pieces there.
Yes.
They just
I guess I can't disagree with you on that too much, because I think the biggest problem is Jerry Jones is too loyal.
They need to get a coach in there that knows how to use these pieces.
I would agree with that. I mean, look at how long they held on to Jerry. Oh God, what's his name? Jason Garrett. And that I agree. Like, Jerry Jones has been his own worst enemy, right? He's not afraid to spend money. He's not afraid to spend money. He's not afraid to go get players.
Right.
But he's too loyal to guys that he should have let go a long time ago.
We shouldn't even have bought McCarthy into Dallas.
No.
I didn't think he was going to make it 1 year. I thought 2020 he was going to be one and done. Now, he's done some let's not get carried away. He's not been a bum. He's not 4-19-1. He's taken you out of the playoffs. We can rehash that playoff game again if you want. We can rehash the end of that game if you want. But overall, if I was as a Lions fan, I look at what teams like the Cowboys or the Ravens or teams that are perennial playoff teams and Super Bowl contenders, and I'd like a taste of that. And and I know you guys in Dallas are so used to winning Super Bowls, and you haven't been to one since '95, right? But I've never been to one. Never. In 30 years of watching football, my team's never made the Super Bowl. I root for other teams.
Right.
I've seen us win 3 Super Bowls.
Right. And I'm sure Lou can sympathize as a Jets fan. And I look at these teams like the New Englands of the world, and they have one losing season, and they're all ready to blow it up. And I'm like,
I at least want to see one more Super Bowl in Dallas before.
So would I.
That's all I'm asking.
I just like to see a Super Bowl. I just want a trip.
Yeah.
I don't even need to win this son bitch. I just want a trip.
And okay, guys, let's move on here because I got something else I want to bring to y'all's attention. Okay. Did y'all hear this news story?
Uh-oh.
Possibly.
Dan Snyder
Yes.
hired Bank of America finance specialist to help him sell the team.
He's exploring the options.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Sell the team already.
until it happens, I wouldn't be happy as a Washington fan. But I'm not a Washington fan, so I hope they keep him.
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't.
It don't matter to me what he does. He can sell the team. I could care less. He couldn't sell the team. I could care less.
Yes.
I'm kind of like, as a Washington fan, it's like, be careful what you wish for, you know?
Uh-huh.
You know, what if he's, well, you know, I've heard, and of course, because he has more money than God, Jeff Bezos has thrown his hat in the ring as a potential buyer. But, you know, I'm just like, you know, if he buys the team and he tries to run it like Amazon, and you know, you've got your offensive lineman, you can't get a break, you gotta pee in a bottle. I mean, you know, be careful what we know.
You know what I just thought of? This is a bad thought.
What's that?
Elon Musk.
Oh yeah.
That would be. I don't think he's got enough money left. I mean, he just bought Twitter for $44 billion. So
Yeah.
he's got to be.
Got enough money
Where's that going?
for a while. He's good.
But
You know,
wouldn't that be a bad thing in Washington though?
see, the thing about it is that buying an NFL team isn't like buying like a car, right? If I wanted to buy a car, I don't need your permission or approval. You know, I don't have to go around and ask all my friends, hey, can I buy this car? I can just go buy the car. When you want to buy an NFL team, you have to get approval from the league and unanimous. I believe it's unanimous support. It may not be. It may be like a 2/3 majority. I'm not sure. Somebody correct me. You don't just go and say, hey, I've got $400 billion. I'm going to buy the Jets. You know. You have to show, you have to prove that you're a responsible owner. How Dan Snyder managed to do that 20 odd years ago, I'm not sure, but so it's not like it's not like Jeff Bezos can rock up with the Brinks truck and just be like, hey, I want to buy the Commanders and change the name to something better than Commanders.
Right.
That's all I asked. That's all I ask. Whoever buys the team from Snyder, change the name to something more respectable than Commanders.
You know,
and not the football team, because that's stupid too.
That's
stupid.
The
person that buys the Commanders, well, the Redskins. I'm still calling the Redskins. You know, he can move. The next owner can move him out of Washington.
Yeah, could.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how you can move a legacy franchise like that, though.
Yeah.
But I'm
not saying you're wrong, because they need a new stadium. Where do you? Okay, let's entertain that for a second. Where do you put them? Where do you move them to?
Because you know, the city council or the government or something of Washington, I already told Snyder, look, we're not going to approve a new stadium facility for the team as long as you own the team.
Right. They're not gonna finance it. They're not gonna foot the bill. If Snyder wants a new stadium, he's gonna have to pay for it himself.
Yes.
And I think that's another reason why he's looking at selling the team.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm not gonna argue with you.
Yeah.
Oh, and also look at all the crap he's got himself into.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Basically, he wants to sell the team and disappear.
He's privileged. He has rich privilege, and he's had rich privilege for 20 years, and he's been able to get away with whatever he wants, whatever miscreant dealings he's had. He's been able to pay it off, hush it up, and now it's about to blow up in his face, and he's in smart rats scuttle the ship.
Kaboom.
Smart rats scuttle the ship.
And he knows his time is coming to an end.
He knows his chickens are coming home to roost.
Yep.
So that's why he wants to get out while getting out is good, and he won't face any criminal charges
or civil.
Yep.
Right.
So Dan Snyder is not that stupid, y'all.
No, he's not.
No.
He's a bad person.
but he's a money making scumbag.
He's a savant. He's an idiot savant. He doesn't. He's a bad person, but he's very good with what he does.
Yeah.
He's been very good at being a bad person for 20 years.
Okay, let's let's move on to James's WWE news. What you got for us there, James?
Say again?
What you got for us in WWE news, James?
Well, this weekend is Crown Jewel. I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, me too, because there's going to be some great matches in that one.
Sure.
And I feel like there may be a swerve this weekend too.
You know, we got Omos going up against Braun Strowman.
Right.
Okay.
Then we got Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar.
You got Judgment Day going against the OC.
Yeah.
You got Bianca versus Bailey.
Mm.
And that match has been changed. It's now a last woman standing match.
Right.
I mean, I don't like last man standing matches.
I like them. I
was talking to somebody who said they didn't care for him, and I couldn't remember who I was talking to.
Oh,
yeah.
That wasn't me. I like them.
Well, hello there.
Hey, look who it is.
What's up, guys?
Bradley.
It's Mr.
Hey, Bradley.
Hey, guys, if y'all can, please check out Brad's show following mine, The Walker Report. It's an awesome show. It's about as much fun as this one is.
Oh, yeah.
As much fun as you can have with your clothes on.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah, we're just sitting here talking about Dan Snyder hiring Bank of America officials to give them options on selling the team.
It's about time.
And
it is.
The way I look at it is Dan Snyder's trying to get out before the proverbial bullcrap gets up to his knees.
Correct.
Because he knows, like Adam was saying, he knows his chicken's coming home to roost, and he don't want to be faced with that.
True.
Any part of it.
And
well, it pays not to be a bad person. So,
but back to WWE here. That Bailey and Bianca, that's the last woman standing match.
Good. And then we have of course the Logan Paul and Roman Reigns match.
Logan Paul's going to get slapped around.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like I think Sammy may turn on the bloodline.
That's a
Logan is very entertaining.
Yeah, but I don't think he deserves a title shot, honestly.
Is it for the strap?
Yeah, it's for the strap.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Logan wins.
The third match. Third match.
Oh, wow.
And he wins the belt.
Bradley, congratulations to your UCF team for being ranked number 25.
Yeah, great.
That's the enemy.
Hooray. Oh.
No.
That's the enemy.
Wrong team.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
That's Orlando, not Tampa. That's Orlando, not Tampa.
Listen, the reason I think, just getting back to Logan Paul versus Roman Reigns, is the reason I think that Roman loses the belt to Logan. And what pay-per-view we have this weekend?
Crown Jewel.
Yeah.
Crown Jewel is because I'm still out here thinking that, and I could be wrong, and I've been wrong before, and I'll be wrong again in the future, but I still think they're going for Roman and Rock at WrestleMania.
Cousins.
And I don't think you want to have Roman still having the belt for that match.
Right.
I think the belt moves on so that they can do that match and have it be for the bloodline.
I can see that happening. I can actually see that happening.
And that's why I think Roman drops the belt to Logan this weekend. And then after Mania next year, maybe SummerSlam, Roman will go back for the belt.
Right. Yeah.
Now,
you don't need the belt for that type of legacy. And then, of course, Bray Wyatt's supposed to show up too in some capacity. I don't know.
Now, I
what he's
have a
gonna
question for you, Adam.
Mhm.
Who? Okay, you've been hearing of Uncle Howdy.
Mhm.
The name seems familiar. Yeah.
Who do you think it is? There's speculation saying that could be his uncle Barry Windham, Mick Foley.
Hmm.
I think Foley would be a bad choice personally.
do.
Yeah.
I think it's Bo Dallas actually.
Yeah, it could be Bo Dallas. I could see that. Or I could see it being a swerve and there not being an uncle.
Yeah.
Well,
What if it's all in his mind? What if it's mind games? What if it's all in his head?
he did.
What if he doesn't?
He did fail a psychological evaluation according.
Now, is that kayfabe or is that real?
What?
Oh no, of course it's not real, but
Okay,
kayfabe. They have to
okay,
on there
Yeah.
like, hey, he failed a psychological
sure.
evaluation and failed to sign the form that he did fail the evaluation.
Yeah. I could very easily see that being being him just being all part of mind games, it's all in his head.
Right.
Because look what Mick Foley did.
Oh yeah,
he came up with these characters and he wasn't right in the head neither.
it still ain't right in the head.
No, he's not.
Hmm.
Also, you need to look. Another thing, you need to look at the bloodline and how they're kind of gonna have dissension soon too.
Yeah,
Especially with Jay, because he said, because Sammy was like, Roman said something, and Jay was like, I don't care what the tribal chief says.
right.
As soon as he
Oh
said
yeah,
that, Roman
Sammy told Jay,
what?
look,
Mhm.
the tribal chief wants this to end, wants this feud to end
The
between
feud.
us. Jay
Yeah.
looked at Sammy and said, I don't care what the tribal chief says. And Roman turned around like, what the bleep did you just say?
What did you?
What about this? What about this? What about a fatal 4-way at Mania?
Yeah.
Okay,
Who would that consist of, though?
who would it be?
Rock. It would be Rock and Roman and the Usos.
Yeah.
Like, who is the real true head of the table?
Yeah,
It would be Rock.
I like it.
Rock is the true head of the
I
table.
I could dig on it. I could dig on it.
Yeah, that sounds
So
great.
could I.
Yeah.
Because
All right.
if it wasn't for Rock, we wouldn't have Roman Reigns. We wouldn't have Jimmy and Jay Uso.
No.
Well, if it wasn't for Rock, a lot of those Samoan wrestlers that we have now, we wouldn't have. Rock created the whole. It was Rock creating that character of the Rock, Dwayne the Rock Johnson. It really paved the way for a lot more Samoan wrestlers and just
Take it out.
non-Caucasian wrestlers to be able to be the top card guys. You look at Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio, and they all came up together and they were all part of that same kind of a clique. And I'm not saying like the Mexican wrestlers and the Samoan wrestlers. I'm just saying that The Rock helped to open doors so that that show that you can have non-white wrestlers get over with white audiences.
Exactly.
Because it was all about good wrestling, telling good stories, and
Yes.
I think that would be a fun way to break up the bloodline.
Okay, guys.
What about
Let's move on.
What about this?
Let's move on.
What about
We're going to go into some NBA news here.
Okay.
Here that Udoka, whatever his name is, from the
Udaka.
is possibly going to become the Knicks' new head coach.
Nets.
The Nets' new head coach.
Yes. That's a possibility after the debacle what happened with Nash. He just, a mutual agreement, well, so they say. But, they didn't go to such a good start with him, and that's what happened. I mean,
Yeah.
it's very disappointing to see what's happened to the Nets. After having 2 years of so much promise, and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden, just flew out the window. It's just awful.
Well, it sounded like
I'm not surprised though by this. I knew that was coming. I didn't think Nets was gonna last another year.
you can't fire me, I quit. You can't quit, we fire you.
Yeah, finally I quit. Yep, that's an oldie.
So, do y'all think he's actually going to work out with this new team?
Well, I mean, he did
Well,
turn the Celtics into a winner, so the Nets can use a lot of help. Remember that the Celtics last year started off poor, and look where they ended up. So I think maybe with Duca, maybe the Nets can turn their misfortunes around. I hope.
Okay.
Might be
Adam,
better than 270.
Who doubts me?
have you been keeping up with the NASCAR championship race?
Of course I have.
Okay, who's in the championship for as of right now?
Logano, Elliott, not Bowman, Byron, and Chastain.
Okay,
I think it's Bowman. I think
we got
it's 200 guys.
we got two Hendricks teams in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, it's not. No, it's Bell. Christopher Bell.
Okay, so it's just one Hendricks team.
Yeah.
Oh boy, they got a great lineup for the championship.
It's gonna be a dogfight on Sunday. It's gonna be a dogfight on Sunday.
It will be.
This Sunday at Phoenix.
Mm-hmm. Winner take all.
Oh, this is the last race?
This is the last race of the year.
All right.
Well, we're out in November now.
This is for all the marbles, all the money, all the glory.
The whole enchilada.
This is to separate the boys from the men and the champions and the real champions from the pretenders.
Yes.
Yep. It's hard to bet against the champ, though. Give me Chase.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'm going.
I like Chase.
I was going to say Chase takes it by a long shot.
I like Chase, Logano, Bell, Chastain. I think that's how the final four will shake out.
Yeah. I can see that. I agree with you on that.
Honestly, it's a crapshoot though. I could see it going any one of the four ways.
But honestly, I think Elliott has a good chance to win it right now.
I think Elliott should be the odds-on favorite. I don't know. I'd have to look it up, but I'd say 9-1 on Elliott. I'd take action at 9-1 on Elliott. Give me 12-1 on Logano, 20-1 on Bell, and 50-1 on Chastain. Those are kind of that'd be kind of my betting odds right now. Maybe 7-2 on Chase.
Okay.
So
the way it is right now in the playoffs. Okay.
Mhm.
We got Logano at number 1.
Right.
Bell at number 2.
Okay.
Chastain at number 3. Elliott at number 4.
Mm-hmm.
And they all got
the point.
They all got a 5,000 point lead.
Yeah, the points reset at the end of the round. Into round 3, everybody reset to 5,000. First one of the checkered flag wins.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta win it. You just gotta be ahead of everybody else.
So whoever's leading the race at the final lap is going to take it off.
Well, it depends on who's winning. If you can run second and still win championship. You just can't run second to somebody else. Whoever's the highest finisher wins it all.
Just like with Chase. Let's say if he's running in first,
he can run.
Let's say if William Byron is up running first and Chase finishes second, he still wins the championship.
He still wins the championship. Yep. As long as he finishes ahead of the other 3 guys, it's all over but the crying.
That's it.
Oh.
So, yeah. Well, what time is that race this weekend?
3:00.
And that's Sunday.
Our time?
3:00 Eastern. Yep.
Okay.
Sunday.
Sunday.
And that'll be on NBC.
That's true.
NBC and Peacock if you have Peacock.
Correct. I do not have Peacock.
Right.
But
I don't know anybody that has Peacock.
Or any of the bird.
Yeah.
I have it.
Um,
But okay, James. Let's finish this out with your new with something we were talking about on NHL breaking the ice.
huh.
Oh yeah. We can.
And let me bring Devin in. There's Devin.
All right.
So who wants to go first with their report? James, do you want to go first, or do you want Devin to?
That's either way. That's fine with me.
Okay, Devin, what you got for us in soccer news?
Well, in soccer, finally the World Cup has begun. It's going to be begin on November 20th
Mm-hmm.
on Fox and Fox Sports 1. Ecuador versus Qatar, the host nation, on Sunday. It's 9 a.m. Mountain Time, 11 a.m. Eastern,
Yep.
10 a.m. Central, and 8 Pacific.
Check your local listings.
And 3 a.m. in Europe.
Yep.
Anybody in Europe?
No.
Okay, never
So-
mind.
So
I think,
So
Who
the
do you
World
like in
Cup-
that game, Devin?
no.
I cannot
When
believe
in
you
Rome.
said that, James.
All right. Okay.
When in
oh,
Rome.
what was the question?
Who do you like to win that? Ecuador or Qatar?
I'd go Ecuador.
Yeah, Ecuador and
Ecuador,
Qatar.
Ecuador.
Yeah. On paper, Qatar is a better team, so I have to go with them. They
Mm.
look very underrated in the South American World Cup qualifiers. I'm expecting like a 1-0 win for Ecuador.
Mm.
So then the next day, on day number 2 of the World Cup, United States will play noon Mountain Time or 2 o'clock Eastern
Mm-hmm.
against Wales.
Okay. It's gonna be a tough one, isn't it?
Yeah, that's gonna be hard.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one.
Who do we play in the first round?
Well,
Yeah, so in the first round, in the group stage, you're gonna be playing Wales on November 21st. On November 25th, on Black Friday, you're gonna play England,
My sister's birthday.
and on November 29th, we're gonna be playing Iran.
Well, when we play
I ran
England,
so far away.
let's make sure we sitting there going 1776, 1776.
Oh,
Yep, on Friday. On
Oh,
that
boy.
Friday.
yuck.
Who knew what I was talking about?
Okay. Well,
Calm down, Mr.
Instead
Jones.
of the British
Calm down,
coming,
Mr.
it's
Jones.
the Americans are coming. The Americans are coming.
right.
yeah.
I'd like to.
Like Paul reviewed it. The British are coming. The British are coming.
Yes.
I think we beat Wales. We tie England. We can play England to a draw, and then we can beat Iran. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
'Cause they
agree.
ran,
Elimination.
Yeah. So
because they ran so
There's
far
good-
away.
yeah.
Indeed.
So
Devin,
so in the World Cup.
who do you see in the finals? I mean,
Oh.
the final
Ooh,
game
that.
for the
Ooh,
World Cup.
that's hard to say. That's hard to say because I don't know how the bracket's going to be. But if I had to pick a champion, it would be France.
Oh.
France is like the Bills of the NFL. They're good on both sides of the ball.
Oh, sure.
They can explode on offense. They can explode on defense.
He's catching,
And then
he's catching everything.
It's utter disdain, though.
France.
Utter disdain.
Spain. Yeah. My second choice is Brazil because they're young. This
Yeah.
could be Neymar's last World Cup for his country.
Mm.
He could be retiring from international duties. There's a lot of superstars that could be might be retiring after this World Cup.
Okay.
Cristiano Ronaldo from Portugal,
Definitely.
Lionel Messi from Argentina could be retiring from international duties, and PK, he just announced his retirement from soccer on the international level and professional. He represented Spain in
Okay.
2010 when he won the World Cup with them. But don't be surprised if France does leave in the group stage of the first round, because there has
Right.
been
Yeah.
a history of champions exiting the first round after they won the previous tournament.
Right.
Cool. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Because so for example, 2006 when Italy won the World Cup, in 2010 they got eliminated first round. Then
Yeah.
Spain won it that year. 2014 they got eliminated from the first round.
Wow. Okay, I have a
Then
question for the sports nerd down there.
Go ahead.
Who do you got in tonight's game?
Eagles.
Eagles and Texans.
Eagles.
That's
No
a great
shot.
Really?
That's a dumb question. Why would you bet against Philadelphia right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a
Yeah.
Cowboys fan.
Hey, even
Yeah.
we picked
You watch
even
that,
we picked the
Devin.
Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
He's an Eagles fan, so he has to pick Texans.
No,
Right. Right.
no, he's actually a Buccaneers fan.
Yes.
Nah, don't get me started on the Bucks.
Okay. Now, James, let's go to your NHL breaking the ice.
Yeah, we're going to start off with the Eastern Conference.
Uh-huh.
The top team in the East is the Bruins, Boston.
Yep.
And Boston.
Then you have the Devils.
Mm.
That's a bit of a shock.
Then you have the Buffalo,
That's also a
Also-
big shock.
the New York Rangers,
Yeah.
the Carolina Hurricane,
Uh,
the New York Islanders,
uh,
then
Loose team.
Tampa Bay, and then the Flyers. Those are your top. Those are your
Is it the
top eight.
Islanders or the Rangers? I'm sorry. I
Rangers.
forgot.
Rangers. I hate the Islanders.
The Islanders are at 6.
Yeah. Yeah.
7
Okay,
is
never mind. My bad.
Tampa Bay, and then
You only
the,
see me throw.
the Philadelphia Flyers are at 8. Those are your top 8 from each conference. Like
So
the
far.
West is Vegas.
Okay.
2 is Edmonton.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Then you have Dallas,
Okay.
Seattle.
Interesting.
Then you have the Kings.
Yep.
Then you have Winnipeg.
Yep.
Minnesota, and then Calgary.
What happened
Okay.
to the Avalanche?
Who?
What happened to the
Avalanche.
Avalanche?
Oh, the Avalanche?
Yeah.
Oh, they're like 10th.
A far cry from where we were last year.
I forgot how my Blackhawks.
Oh, Blackhawks are at 9. They're like right behind
Mm.
Calgary. They the points
Because we were on a 4-game winning streak at one point.
Yeah.
yeah, now they're 4-4 and 2.
Okay.
They have 10 points, the same amount as Calgary, but Calgary has the tiebreaker. Or not, right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Truly
only
like that, though.
a few games, so I wouldn't really worry about it. But that's it as far as NHL right now.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really
Brad,
heard of
Solly, and they take that hat off.
And right now,
my hat
Carolina is leading Tampa, but in the first period, and Vegas is leading Ottawa 2-1 in the first period.
Try to get going here in a few minutes. I think
They're going on, and those are like 0-0. So
Now, I want to get Brad's take on this real quick. You heard that the former coach of the Celtics is going to be coaching New York.
The
What's your
Brooklyn
thoughts
Nets.
on that?
That's,
Brad, what's your thoughts on that?
I mean, he's only been suspended by the Celtics,
yeah.
so he hasn't been suspended by the NBA, so he can go coach wherever he wants.
Yeah.
Obviously, Nash didn't do very well.
No.
Obviously,
Nope.
when he got fired. But, he's got a dumpster fire in his hand with Kyrie Irving. So,
Exactly.
Yeah. Kyrie is a bit of a problem child right now.
and Kevin Durant.
He's been one.
Could be a.
I'm a Nets fan, so yeah, I agree.
He's been a problem.
I'm a Pistons fan.
Yeah, I understand he has his reasonings, yes, but how he's handling is the problem.
That's right.
That's true. That's so very true.
As a Pistons fan, I'd like to play in the G League for a couple years. We're just gonna relegate ourselves to the G League for a couple of years. So
Okay. I just know.
y'all have fun with the NBA. We're just gonna play in the G League for a couple of years. 2-7.
The East is
2-7.
not strong. You guys can still make a playoff spot in the East. The East is not strong at all.
Yeah, well, at 2-7, I don't see us making the beer league playoffs right about now.
You can make you can still make a 10 spot. I mean, it's not that hard.
Yeah, playing game maybe. Yeah. We gotta get real good in a real. Everybody's gonna have to get a quick real.
We got
cover with a
time.
lot of things real quick.
Now, Devin, I don't know if you came in when we were talking about this, but Dan Snyder is looking to sell the team. He's getting options.
Yeah, I heard. I wasn't here, but I heard. I read the story at work, and there's one guy with Jay-Z that could be possibly buying the franchise.
Interesting.
The owner of somebody from Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon and Jay-Z. Yeah, one of the owners of Amazon and Jay-Z. They're looking into a partnership to buy the Commanders, or the Redskins, I call them.
Couldn't you imagine having him running the Redskins? He'd probably run it like he would Amazon.
If he runs it like Amazon, it'll just be the Lions all over again.
Honestly,
Can't run a
I can't
All
see
the Broncos with Walmart.
I can't see a Cowboys. Gerald, I can't see a Cowboys fan owning the Washington team.
No, that'd be suicide.
Jay-Z, Cowboys fan. He's not gonna.
If I was a rich, I would buy the Cowboys and spend it.
That would be social suicide for a Cowboys fan to own the Washington Redskins.
Yeah, you make all the wrong moves.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
Yeah, that would.
I don't know.
I lose the reaction in the corner when I had my joke.
What joke was that?
About the Broncos and Walmart running it. Running like Walmart.
Well, that's been the problem in Detroit for 50 years, 60 years now, actually. Is they've tried to run the Lions like a car company. Too many yes men.
Running it like
too many yes men.
Nothing. Too many Chiefs, not enough Indians.
Right.
Well, too many wannabe Chiefs. That's the problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know.
Matt Millen.
That kills a team. I don't care how good the team is. You start getting a bunch of people running around thinking they're the big shots. That ruins a team.
Well, I got a story about Matt Millen for one of an example. So it was when they had hired Mike Martz. They brought Mike Martz in to be the head coach after they got rid of Marty Morningwig. They fired Marty Morningwig and they brought Mike Martz in, and Matt Millen would be in the box on Sunday. They wouldn't see him until Thursday. He'd come down, scream at everybody, tell them they were all trash. They wouldn't see him again until Sunday.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's just no way to run it. That's just no way to manage a team.
No.
Nope.
That kind of reminds me of the situation with Urban Myers in Jacksonville there for a while.
That was a horribly ran franchise.
He does not coach the NFL team.
And
sitting there putting players down, kicking
Mhm.
players.
But I'll have one toilet paper because it's older.
So yeah, if you don't have a very good coach, your team's not going to do anything. And if your owner or management's not working well, your team's not going to produce anything.
No.
But
I
it's
mean,
the owners expect these coaches or executives to be a plug-in
I
system.
mean, you see it with several teams in the NFL now. You see it with the Lions. You see it with the Cowboys. You see it with the
Yeah,
Texans. Uh,
Well, Jacksonville.
yeah,
Jacksonville's owned by the Cons. One of them owns All Elite Wrestling, and that's yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
that's Tony Khan's father.
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
You know, and
So
and I've never owned a sports franchise. Um, I don't know, and it's like I said, in defense of GMs and owners, it's not. I'm not gonna sit here and say, I've got all the answers and it's easy. And if you just did, if you could just do this, that, and the other thing, of course if ifs and buts for candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Um,
exactly,
Right.
it's like think about look at the people were clowning the Packers because they didn't do anything at the deadline. Well, they tried. They wanted to go get Chase Claypool from the Steelers, but the Bears got there first to snipe them because that's what you do in the NFL. You spite your rivals, you know.
Mhm.
And so we as fans we sit here and we go, well, why didn't we do this? Why didn't we do that? But we don't know what they didn't try to do. You know,
exactly.
Yeah,
if
and
my if
also,
I felt go ahead.
You
Right.
and
know it.
also, we don't know. You're right, and we don't know like if the draft capital or the cap space that each club has. That's one thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, and and if you call if you're talking about free, why didn't we go get this guy? Or why didn't why didn't we? If I call your agent, right, and your agent laughs at me and hangs up the phone, there's nothing I can do about it.
Right.
If I'm the GM in Detroit or I'm the DM and if I'm the GM in Detroit and I call a player's agent and the agent says, sorry, we're not interested. All I can do is hang up. I can't
Yeah.
do anything more than that. At that point, I'm just got to move on and look for somebody else.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
it's not like it was 30 years ago. It's not like it was in the 80s
No.
and early 90s when you could just throw money at people. You know,
Nope.
Exactly.
where
Yeah.
where
Brad
the
had a jump.
if I wanted Deion Sanders, I just backed the Brinks truck up, offer him $8 million, $9 million a year, and well, now he's on my team.
Yeah. Brad
yeah.
had to jump off. I guess he has to go get his show ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a couple minutes, I'm gonna head that way myself.
Yeah. We got
Same
like
here.
8 minutes. We got like 7 minutes to go. So
Yeah. Well, I want to quickly cap on the Falcons trade. We
oh
traded
yeah,
suspended.
I was going to get your take on that.
Mm.
Yeah, so Calvin Ridley, we traded him, which is good. It gives us a little bit draft capital for next year, and then it boosted. But I was told by a source that the
Y'all
Falcons'
continue talking.
capital
I
is
gotta,
at like
gotta go do something
72
else.
million, from
Okay.
62 to 72 million in cap space.
Yeah.
See, I like the move for both teams because the Jacksonville Jaguars are not in a position to win right now. Right?
Yep, it's a
They need to
reset.
build for the future. And if we're gonna stay on the Trevor Lawrence train, we need to get him weapons because we're not gonna win right now. So getting
No.
getting Calvin Ridley coming in next year, fully healthy, ready to go, having a full training camp, like it, and Atlanta gets to offload Calvin Ridley and his baggage and go get a young wide receiver in the draft that they can build with. So I
Yeah,
like the move.
yeah, and also we traded for Chiefs Felton, the safety for like a fifth or sixth round. I don't remember the trade, but Right now
And,
we're looking good on the off season and going into the draft. We're looking good, but next year we expect to make moves, a lot more moves with
Mm-hmm.
because
I like
we're taking all we have all this dead money this year,
right.
and we're first place in the division. I'm surprised. Well,
And then
we're first
and I,
place in the division.
yeah,
I was
and
expecting
I
us
like
to make the playoffs, but I didn't expect us to be leading the division now.
right. And I like what
And
Atlanta's. It looks like it's going to be a quick rebuild in Atlanta.
yeah, and I want to tell these NFL network analysts that picked the Falcons to be only had 2 wins, 2-15. They can suck it.
They already have.
Yeah.
Well, I think
Sorry, a little personal attack there.
I think it's still we're only in week. This will be week 9. Still a lot of football to be played. But you
Well,
got to be sitting there feeling really good about yourself if you're in Atlanta. I know are you 4-4?
Yeah, we're
Yep.
4-4.
4-4,
We
feeling pretty good.
won. Yep, we won 3 of the last 5 games.
Yeah, and you got to be thinking like this year is not a Super Bowl year; it's a playoff year, but not a Super Bowl year. And so we build for next year. And so
Yep.
I like getting players with late round picks. Give me a proven commodity with a late round pick. I like to hold on for 1 through 4. I like to hold on to, unless I can make a big splash and get somebody that I know is a proven commodity,
Yes.
and then using 5, 6, and 7 to bolster my roster.
Yeah.
Because like if you go out and you get a guy that's proven, he's a solid NFL starter with a 5th round pick or a 6th round pick. How many 5th and 6th round guys are actual NFL starters?
Not many.
Not many at all.
So if I can get a proven commodity with a 5th round pick, I'm more than happy with that.
Okay, I gotta go to do some stuff. Thank you for having me, Gerald.
Oh, anytime. Come back next week. We're here. Same channel, same time, same channel.
Stay with me.
If you guys need more soccer news, just hit me in my DMs. I'm thinking of coming back soon doing it onto my phone.
So I do mine.
So I'll be doing it for the World Cup starting November 20th. I'll try to watch every game, but for sure I'll watch each highlights of each game and do the play-by-play stats. I'll do everything on this World Cup tournament coming up.
Yeah.
All right, you guys take care. Have a good day.
You too.
You guys would too. Don't forget my show on Saturday, Enhanced Sports Show, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Same number as this one. On that note, good night.
I see you here in a little bit, Lou.
Yep. I'm gonna bounce as well. I gotta get ready for my show.
Okay, I see you over there in a little bit.
I'll be there.
So, James.
Oh, hey, I forgot to add something for this event this weekend. The Crown Jewel.
Okay.
They have it's like a terrorist threat that's occurring in Saudi Arabia.
It's a what?
With Iran, huh?
It's a what?
A terrorist threat. And they're they're still going through with the show.
That I don't know. Just don't know about that one.
At the current moment, they've already pre-taped SmackDown already. Like they're already gonna be traveling probably within the next day or so. But the event is on Saturday.
Yeah.
So when we get the event, it will be hopefully nothing happens. As far as like anything, whatever happens to the wrestlers or anything like that.
All we can do is hope and pray. That's it.
Right.
But anyhow, yeah, I'm looking for a great show for Crown Jewel.
Me too.
But like I said, with those two matches right there with Braun Strowman and Omos and Brock and Bobby, they better reinforce the ring.
Oh God. They should just go ahead and make them like a pit fight match type material.
And one thing that scares me about that last woman standing match,
Yeah.
the numbers are going to be against Bianca.
Hopefully, it's not going to affect her.
Well, we are out of time, so we can finish this next week at the Crown Jewel. Until then, I catch y'all later. This is GDUB from Austin, Texas, Game Winning Sports Show, and I'm out.
Out.